Nice to see you both.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So I went to the show. It was cool. A lot of sparkles.
Yeah.
How would you guys describe the state of the luxury retail market right now?
It's actually, for what our experience is that it's very, very strong right now. It's come back. It was, we had ups and downs in the retail area lately, and our sales in the stores are fantastic right now. So we're feeling really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think that everyone's working twice as hard to keep the numbers up as they ever had to before. But business is still to be done out there if you've got beautiful products.
What about the Chinese demand factor? How big of a market was it for you guys and for the industry, and what's happening right now?
I mean, China's a huge market, as you know. It's the population is enormous, and I think we have 19 stores there right now. We're increasing our store presence there as well for retail, and people are still buying clothes in China too, clothes and shoes and accessories like crazy.
Did you have to close the stores because of the coronavirus?
No, we didn't. We didn't have anything in an area that's been particularly affected, so we were kind of spared for that.
It is affecting us, though. For example, after Chinese New Year, they kept the factories closed for an extra week or 10 days before they were comfortable reopening them, meaning we're going to ship our new product for this season late. So it's a huge concern for everyone. We're all sort of in the same boat together, though.
Is all of your product made in China?
Just a large portion of it is, certainly.
And because it gets delayed, you don't have any backup inventory because it's the new season?
No, it's all, it's a very seasonal product, so if it has to be produced in that time period or else it's no good to anybody.
We've talked to a lot of people in the textile business who tried to adjust their supply chain, moved to Vietnam or somewhere else. Their answer is always, in the end, I'm still reliant on China for my thread. Right, my raw material.
There's always a supply chain is always the weak link in the chain.
How do we, if ever, eventually break that dependency on raw input?
I mean, we've been sourcing raw materials all over the world now. We source, thread in China, thread in Vietnam. We work in Thailand as well, and all through Europe. So we've been diversifying our manufacturing base over the past several years, not just because of what is happening right now.
It got more expensive over time, right?
China is now like the luxury manufacturer.
Like New York.
Yeah, I mean, lower priced goods are manufactured in other countries. China now is manufacturing the luxury products, which is not the way it used to be.
How close are you? I mean, how much information are you guys getting in terms of when people are going to show up to start making your product again, and when it's actually going to get here? Are you checking this every day?
Our factories have told us that they're going to be returning in 10 days. The management of the factories are there now. The workers are going to come back 10 days later than they ordinarily would have.
So the 20th, February 20th.
Yes.
Because today's the 10th.
How much does that set you guys back in terms of getting new product to market?
Well, when they do get back in the factories, they do have a kind of a slow ramp up. Ordinarily, they're going to have to do a much quicker ramp up this time. What ordinarily would take 5 days to get everything running again will have to take 1 day instead.
You think that's possible?
If they will put their mind to it, they can do it,
Yeah, they can do anything. The interesting thing, though, as I did say, is that all manufacturers, all designers are in the same boat. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting to see how the department stores will, how interested they'll be able to take in these late goods and to see really what pans out for the season.
Right.
How are the department stores doing? Because we got an update from Macy's last week, and they're closing more stores, and they're still having problems with traffic, and they're trying to right-size their businesses. Is there any glimmer of hope for this industry?
I think that there will always be someone who wants us to shop in a store. It will not go to 100% online shopping. That'll never happen, especially for luxury product, because you're not going to buy an expensive dress online ordinarily. You want to try it on, see what it really looks like and how it fits and how it feels if you're going to be spending that kind of money and making that kind of investment. I think that fast fashion will be very much online. The lower price goods. Macy's is one of the lower price retailers as far as we're concerned. And they do need to right-size their businesses and find out which stores are profitable and which ones are not.
The CEO of Macy's told the Journal last week there's always going to be a place where people go in and can see multiple brands at once.
Yeah, there always will be. No, there always will be. I just still think it's a challenge for brick and mortar. The department store has to figure out a way to make it a more exciting experience because, I know, for example, my niece, if her mother were to say, oh, let's go, I'll take you to lunch and let's go buy a dress at a department store, it's a total snooze to her. They've got to figure out a way to make that exciting again.
So have you guys shifted your business as a result of the weakness in department stores to go more directly to consumer?
We have in a way. We're much more diversified in all sorts of ways. Even, one of our biggest accounts, it's absolutely enormous, is Rent the Runway. It's absolutely huge.
And still growing?
Oh, it's
Still growing,
enormous,
yeah.
and it just keeps growing, keeps growing, keeps growing.
Is your favorite time of year when you actually get all those people in that room, or it's when you start conceptualizing the next season?
I'm in the front row somewhere.
Our favorite time is right before that, when all the girls are lined up in their outfits, because we've had product coming from all over the world. The shoes are coming from some from China, some from Italy. The clothes are coming from New York City and from Far East, all over the place. Getting everything in one place at one time and seeing the girls all in hair and makeup and lined up is like the most gratifying moment for us. It's like Christmas morning, exactly.
Fashion shows, we equivocate them to weddings. You work like a madman on them for about 6 to 9 months, and then they're over in 9 minutes, so, and you're late for the next one.